Hello, beautiful people. Good morning to you all. Hopefully, you all are watching this in the morning. The boys are not. We are recording this at 12:20. Oh, let's see if I can get that in there. 12:22 at night. So this is going to be a quick one. Tube working SEC Nation tomorrow. Check it out, or I guess this morning. Check it out. You might see him on TV. We also
Probably.
have your
I have to
what?
be there in 4 hours. You'll probably see me at some point.
Jiras also here. James supposed to be here, but is asleep. We think we have called him numerous times, so missing a good week too. But let's just jump into it. Our FCS matchup of the week is the South Dakota State Jack Rabbits versus the North Dakota State Bison. Chew, you can go first this week.
I am going to go North Dakota State. I think they are one of the best FCS schools, and so I'm going to pick them to win this football game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're like the Alabama of FCS almost. So I'll go with North Dakota State.
North Dakota State, short and sweet. Let's go to an SEC matchup. University of Kentucky taking on the Florida Gators. Tube.
This is tough. I think Florida after last week, Florida's in a tough spot. Obviously with no Graham Mertz, but I think Kentucky bounces back, gets a big win in the swamp, and I'm going to go with the Wildcats.
Um, I see this game as Billy Napier's final. Really, if he loses one more, I think Billy Napier's gone. I think DJ Lagway in this game shows glimpses of the five-star talent. And I think a couple of those glimpses are gonna come at a huge time, especially if it being in the swamp. And I'll go with Florida here. I think Billy Napier survives another week.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with Florida here. It's at Florida in the swamp. I really like this matchup. Uh, go Gators, I guess. Sure.
That's
Let's
great.
go. Sorry, actually no. I picked the Gators, but not go Gators. Uh, Big 12 matchup: UCF versus Iowa State. Iowa State ranked, I think, what are they, top ninth in the country
hmm
right now?
Yeah.
So,
hmm
Tube,
I'm going to go Iowa State. I think KJ Jefferson has been playing decent for UCF. Decent
I think he
enough.
got benched. I think he got benched, actually.
Yeah. He got benched
Okay,
last
I'm
week.
wrong. KJ Jefferson is playing terrible. Um, I mean, just from what I saw against Colorado, he looked decent, but Iowa State's a pretty good football team now. It's weird to say, but they are. And so I'm going to go Iowa State.
I will also go with Iowa State. I think they're only undefeated Big 12 team left. Rocco Beck has played solid enough. Their defense is very good. There's been times where he's looked a little skittish almost, but their defense is so good. So I'll go with Iowa State in the Cyclones.
Yeah, I'm going to go Iowa State as well. They've constantly been at the top of the Big 12 for the past couple years. Almost won the Big 12 championship against Oklahoma a couple years ago. So, go Cyclones. Let's go to down in Atlanta, Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech.
This is a tough one. I think Georgia Tech is actually a pretty good team. I don't know stacking up against Notre Dame, though. I'm going to pick Notre Dame just because I think their offense is a lot better than Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech will not be able to keep up.
I agree with Chube. I think the Georgia Tech buzz from the first couple of weeks has worn off a little bit after realizing Florida State is not that good. Haynes King is a solid quarterback, but he's a little turnover prone still. Notre Dame has the superior talent, and talent usually wins. So I'll go with talent and Notre Dame.
I'm going to go with Notre Dame as well. Georgia Tech, not really. I would say, they got a couple nice ones. I think Brent Key's doing an all right job down there. He's recruiting well, actually. So give it a little bit. Georgia Tech will be a good program. But right now, Notre Dame's got to beat. So let's go. Bit of a rivalry game here. LSU at Arkansas. Tube.
This is a very tough game. I think Arkansas is a lot better than their record shows. Their offense
They're
is.
4-2.
I know, but I'm saying with their two losses, they're a couple plays away from being 6-0 or 5-1. Um, they their offense is really good. Um, I don't know. Is Nussmeier's playing in this game, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how well their defense holds up against LSU because their offense is also good. I'm gonna actually pick Arkansas. Um, with it being in Arkansas, I think LSU is gonna have a tough time keeping up with their offense just because of the crowd. I'm gonna go Arkansas.
Um, I'm gonna go LSU. I think that Arkansas, when they did beat Tennessee, that is their offense struggled a little bit before that game, but they finally put it all together. Arkansas played the best they could, and they barely beat Tennessee. They're playing another top 10 team, and Garrett Nussmeier, who so far has looked better than Nico this year. He's been more consistent, and if I think he's just continues to be consistent, I think that LSU can easily win this game because Tennessee played awful. Everybody knows that. And I don't know if Arkansas can do it again, especially with I'm blanking on our quarterback's name, but he's so inconsistent. I don't think that he could do it again.
I'm going to go Arkansas right here. I think that
Ooh.
they've gotten hot at the right time. LSU coming in after a big win, though. This is an interesting matchup right here. Don't sleep on Arkansas. 4-2 record. They're playing. They play good football. So we pick Sioux. It's also at Arkansas. Tough place to play. Let's go to the American Athletic Conference. Eastern Carolina at Army.
I'm picking Army. My dad was in the Army, so I'm picking the Army. Um, I also think they're a very good football team. The triple option is tough, um, and I really want to see a ranked Army Navy matchup. Having Army play Navy in the AAC championship, and then flipping around that next week and playing them in the Army Navy game would be electric. So I'm going to pick Army for this one.
For a
I
playoff
also
spot, possibly.
I also go with Army here, basically just off of what everything Choop said. I feel like everybody except Eastern Carolina fans are cheering for Army, so because of that, I'll go for Army, unless you're in the Navy.
Go Black Knights.
All right.
Oh yeah, sorry. We don't have a transition thing. Let's go back to the Big Ten. Nebraska at Indiana.
I'm gonna go Indiana. I think they keep their streak going, 6-0 right now. Just looking at their schedule, they have a chance to win out and um, m- have a spot in the playoffs. Honestly, I don't know how well they fare in the playoffs if they do get in, but looking at what they have ahead of them, I think there's a very good chance they get in. I think they win this game pretty easily since it is at Indiana.
Yeah, I agree with Choop here. Is it Signetti? Is that how you say it?
I believe so.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, one of the highest winning percentages of all time at James Madison. Many people thought that it might take a couple years to get this going, but he has started off and he's looking really good. I'll be interested to see. I think me and Hunter talked about this, or me and somebody talked about this, that maybe he could be a candidate for the Florida job, assuming it opens. Was that with you, Hunter? I was with somebody talking
Yeah,
about that.
it was with me.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting for him. Maybe someplace like if Arkansas continues to struggle, maybe something like happens, or a bigger Big 12, Big 10 job opens up. But I like him a lot. I think that, the way he builds his program is really good. Team chemistry is good. There's the way he runs his program is great. So because of that, I'll go Indiana.
Yeah, I like Indiana in this game too. Nebraska, I think will play it tough, but I like Indiana a lot more than I do Nebraska. Um, he's built a good program there, and I think that if he comes from the Saban coaching tree. They say he's kind of like Saban. Could be a possible Saban. You know, Saban was in the Big Ten before, so
All right, chill out a little bit.
all right. Let's go to the ACC. Miami at Louisville. Chew.
Mm, this is a really tough one. I want to see Louisville win this football game so bad, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Miami's Miami's solid. They struggled against Virginia Tech, which I mean we've talked about that before. Rivalry games, especially or really any game in your conference is going to be tough. So I'm gonna still stick with my gut and go Miami, but I think it will be a close game.
Yeah, I agree with Choop here. Louisville's rock solid at every position. They're good at every position, but I feel like for Cam Ward, Heisman's like this game are winning these games like this, where two teams that are good that are looking at potential college football playoff spots. Because of that, I think Cam Ward's the top three quarterback in the nation, and because of that, I think that the Heisman factor comes in, and I think Cam Ward has an awesome game. So I'll go with Miami.
Game to watch this week. I like Miami though. I think they have. I think they have a really good shot at winning this game. Louisville's going to play them tough. Louisville's a tough place to play. I think this is a night game as well. Don't quote me on that. If it is a night game, energy's going to be there. If not, energy will still be there. So, yeah,
Sure.
there you
Yeah.
go. Energy. Big Ten action. Michigan at Illinois.
I think Michigan wins this game pretty easily. I don't know if Illinois can stop Michigan running the football. I think that Michigan's offense has just completely kind of flipped from how it has been, or just their whole play style in general. And I kind of like it. Just power football, run it down your throat. And I don't think um, Illinois will be able to stop it.
I'll go out on a limb here. I'll go with Illinois. I think that Brett Bielema, right? Yeah, I think that he's built a good program. Last year they were good. I can't think of their quarterback's name. He transferred. I can't think of his name all of a sudden now. But I think that he's looked good. Their defense is always good up there. You know, Alex Orgy and Michigan's going to want to run the ball a ton. If Illinois can first, third, and longs like they have a lot this year, they have a very good chance to win this game. And if with it being at home and the crowd noise, I think that Illinois has a chance to do that. So I will go with fighting Illinois to pull a little bit of upset, I guess, in some people's eyes.
Fighting Illini. I'm gonna go with Luke Altmaier and the Fighting
Thank you.
Illini. I think that Illinois, with it being at Illinois, I think that they have a pretty good shot at winning this. Michigan, not the same team that they were, number 24. I think Illinois is number 22. Uh, I like Illinois in this game. I just do. I do. I love Illinois in this game. So let's go to a historic rivalry, the third Saturday in October for us. Bama at Tennessee. Tube.
I hate to do this. I really do. I absolutely hate it.
Oh
I'll,
wow.
I'll be at the game. I'll be on the field. I think Bama wins this game. I'm not letting the Tennessee bias get to me. I'm saying Bama wins. It's going to be a good game. Bama's defense is terrible. Secondary is not very good. Tennessee has not thrown the ball very well. I think this, honestly, like just looking at it, is a bad matchup for both teams. Um, just because the Alabama's defense, um, Alabama's defense's weaknesses would help a team that was able to throw the ball. Tennessee can't throw the football right now. We are not opening up our offense, and all we're trying to do is run the football. Alabama's defensive line is so good. I just think that this game favors Bama just a little bit, and I really hate to do it, but I'm going to go Alabama to win this game, 34-26.
Heartbreaker too, sounds like.
Yeah, it's a close one.
So I think both these teams are coming in very similar spots. They have a loss that they're both not expecting. Both offenses are struggling a little bit. Both defenses have played decent enough to win. I think that Alabama's offense has played a little bit better than Tennessee's, but the thing for me is that it's not strategic. It's not the game plan. It's the personnel decisions that Tennessee's making. They're just shooting themselves in the foot constantly in offense. I think it comes down to who has the most explosive plays. If Heupel can hit on one or two more, I think that's the difference in this game. I think that Tennessee, in it, even if that doesn't happen, Tennessee has had the better defense this year, and because of that, I'll go with Tennessee. I wouldn't forget myself. I picked Bama and Tennessee won, so I can't pick against Tennessee here. So I'll go Tennessee.
This is probably the game that has the most variables to it, I think, out of any game this year, because there's just so much on both sides of the ball from Tennessee. Tennessee loses Keenan Pili, star linebacker for him on that star-studded defense. You look at Alabama, the offense, it struggled at times. Jira said it, both these teams, they come in with a loss that they weren't expecting. Then they play a game that they were expecting to win big at, and they struggle both mightily at home too. Here's the thing that I think gives Tennessee the edge and why I'm picking them. They're playing at Neyland, and Alabama has not played at a tough environment. Yeah, they played at Vanderbilt. 80% of the crowd was Alabama fans. They have not played at an SEC environment. Kellen DeBoer has not experienced that yet, and I feel like if you get that place rocking, it's the orange out. It's gonna be bright. I'll be there tomorrow. It's gonna be bright. I think that if you let the crowd get into it and you start out hot, and I think Heupel's going to open up the playbook because I think he realizes, okay, let's go. I think if you come out hot, I think if you score some points early, they'll quit because they have a bunch of personality issues. Malachi Moore, uh, I mean, the guy's kicking footballs after losing to Vanderbilt, cussing out coaches on the sidelines. I mean, that South Carolina game exposed a lot. Jalen Milroe, very good player. Not a lot around him besides Ryan Williams. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Listen, I think that Ryan Williams, I'm excited to watch him play. But I like Tennessee in this game. I think that if you get Neyland rocking early, you can kind of take Bama out of the game. But you got to keep it rocking. But let's go to the game of the week SEC matchup. Texas, first real test at Texas. Georgia comes into town. Number 5, Georgia. Number 1, Texas. Tube.
This is tough. I was gonna say this game has probably the most impact on college football, or like the grand scheme of like the playoffs. I actually, looking at it now, I think it's Tennessee versus Alabama, just because both of them have one loss. Anyway, I think if Georgia loses this football game, they don't get into the playoffs. Honestly, with a loss to Alabama and Texas, it would be tough to put them in over a one-loss SEC team like Alabama. I mean, that's the thing. The SEC is just beating up on each other. Um, it's really tough. I think with it being in Texas, I'm gonna go Texas. This is a really tough game. If Georgia loses, this really screws a lot of teams up. Because I mean, you'd have Ole Miss with probably 2 losses, either Tennessee or Alabama with 2 losses. Where does A&M and LSU fall into place? Like this game has a lot riding on it for a lot of other teams. And I think Georgia knows that. They need to go in and take care of business. Give me the Bulldogs. I'm going Georgia. I talked myself into switching my pick. Give me the I had myself up. Give me the Bulldogs to march into Texas and get a huge win and prove that they're still the dominant Bulldogs that we truly know.
Yeah, I think that this is the first time Georgia has not been favored in 50 straight games. Just kind of crazy to think about it. For me, this really isn't that hard of a decision. When we did the SEC preview on Splat Sports, I said Texas would go undefeated and win the conference, and I'm going to stay with that here. I think that they're going to win the college football playoff. I think that I said that Carson Beck has not won the big game yet. And, I mean, if you say Clemson is, I don't know
Oklahoma.
what.
Oh, Jesus.
Carson.
For some reason, I'm confusing Carson Beck with Quinn Ewers.
Because of that, I'm gonna go with Texas because I picked them to win SEC. I picked Georgia have 2 losses, and if Texas wins, that happens. So I'll go with Texas. I think they win by 2 touchdowns. I'm not sold on Georgia. You only beat Mississippi State at home by 10 points, and I think that says a lot. Hunter's precious Jeff Levy. So because of that, I'll go with Texas in a beatdown, honestly.
I'm gonna go with the Georgia Bulldogs. I think they go into Austin.
You just hate
and get
Texas.
a big win. True. Here's why. Yes, I think that if you're a fan of like Tennessee, Alabama, you're rooting for Georgia because here's why. No one in the SEC is going to be undefeated. That means you're going to have at least 4 teams possibly going for the SEC title game. Now, the winner or loser of the Tennessee game has a better shot because they're only going to have one loss in the SEC. That means Georgia's going to be a one-loss SEC team. Texas is going to be a one-loss SEC team. Uh, Tennessee, Alabama going to be a one-loss SEC team. You have so many variables playing into this game, and this could really open up the playoff for a lot of these schools. I really hope Georgia wins this one. I'm going to be cheering for the Bulldogs for once in my life. I'm not lying. I will go Bulldogs. I think that this is the game that Carson Beck has said that people have said that he can play in. You know, that the player that he's supposed to be, this is the game.
He hasn't done it yet.
That's why I said this is the game that it's going to happen, okay? Shut up, Grant. Listen, I really want Georgia to win this game because if Texas loses, they won't be number one. The SEC is going to be wide open. Texas only beaten Michigan, which is really the only good team that they've played so far. Let's be honest. Who else have they played, GRS?
Oklahoma.
That they beat down in a neutral site.
Georgia beat a mediocre Clemson. Other than that, who have they played?
I wouldn't say Clemson's mediocre.
They got down
They're competing for the
28-0
ACC
against
right
Bama,
now.
buddy. A team who they got down 28-0
And they
to
almost
Bama, who
came-
you picked Tennessee to beat.
And they almost came back if it wasn't for Ryan Williams making one of the most incredible plays I think I've seen in my life.
Almost. Not did.
A la Casey Cobble tonight. So that's going to wrap up our week.
Hold on. I'm flipping my pick. I'm picking the Longhorns.
Do you know how hard it is to make the records?
Look 'em.
Because I usually know everyone's picks when I'm making the little record things. And then Shubes is like, yeah, I'm going to go with this team. And then like we'll get through the entire thing, and then at the end he's like, actually, now that I've thought about it, I'm about to give Chuba one cat pick.
As the emotional picker over there.
Yeah, you
What?
pick solely based on because you hate Colorado.
If you like them. If you like them.
That's not true. I hate Arkansas, but I picked them.
That's not true. You love Sam Pittman.
I'm just
No,
excited
I
for
don't.
I'm just excited for next week. I hope next week
I have
is
a block.
Boise State and UNLV game of the week.
It might be. I haven't looked.
I
at the
want
slate
Ashton
next week.
Ginty to run for 700 yards next week.
Do you not like UNLV?
No, I love Ashton Ginty. I'm thinking about buying a shirt off of TikTok Shop.
Okay, James.
I've considered it.
How much would that set you back?
Probably like $12
Jeez.
because I have coupons.
Oh. How do you get coupons?
They randomly give them to you.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, you spin like the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't use TikTok Shop.
And then magically get 100% every single time. You
But
got
then
an
you have
80% discount on a purchase over $100. Side note, go Dodgers. Dodgers in 6.
Got smoked today.
We didn't get smoked yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We just wanted to win in Los Angeles, bro. Hey, how are the Braves doing, Grant?
What? We're currently in the hospital. We're at UT Medical right now, dude. Okay. Hey, we
No,
still
you
made the
ain't
playoffs
Cancun.
with that.
With what?
With nothing.
Yeah, same.
Shut up. He's the best player in the world.
I know. Yeah, we. Oh, I forgot we're still live.
Yeah, I was gonna end it, but I mean, go ahead.
That's fine. We're going on rants here. We need to make it longer anyway. Yeah, dude, we have an entire starting rotation on the IR, dude. Kershaw, Glasnow, Otani.
We had Ramon Laureano and Gio Urshela playing on a playoff team.
Bro, we have Chris.
Jeez Lord.
We have Chris Taylor playing, so
He's still relevant.
no, he's not, bro. He hit
Ramon
one.
Laureano
No,
peaks
he
in like
fell off.
2018.
Chris Taylor peaked in the 2019
Before
World
them
Series.
roids hit him. Listen, the Yankees are possibly about to go to the World Series for the first time since 2009. So,
A Dodgers-Yankees World Series would feed America.
No, not. That is
Yankees,
a that is.
Mets.
You just
Subway
want the
Series
Mets
for the World
because you
Series.
don't want to play the Dodgers.
Yes.
Let's go Guardians.
Be quiet, dude. However, John Kinsey Noel is a dog. And
Hey,
hey,
Chris-
Tonight.
shout out the beard man, Lane Thomas. I have a signed jersey right there.
Hey, Hunter, Christmas ain't out of the playoffs yet, buddy.
They're
He
about to
scares
be
me.
honest with you.
Yeah,
Big
they
John
ran out of
Kinsey.
pitching.
They have.
They threw in a dude who they traded for cash considerations for.
Who are they
he
throwing?
did all right.
Who are they throwing tomorrow? Tanner Bybee?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. I think Gill pitched tonight, so possibly Cole tomorrow. The Cole train tomorrow. Was it
He
game
pitched.
5?
He pitched game
He
2.
pitched game 1.
No, he pitched game 2.
Who pitched
Cole
game 1?
pitched game
Stroman?
2.
If the Dodgers
No,
get to
no.
game 7, we're cooked, bro. We'll have to face Manaea again. We have to beat Severino tomorrow.
Good chance you'll beat Sevy because, by gosh, he didn't do anything in the pinstripes.
He hasn't done anything. Well, he threw well.
Hunter,
against
how does it?
the
Hunter,
Phillies.
how does it feel that your roster is like 4 times our salary and we have more World Series than you in the past?
Whoa!
5
4
years.
times your salary. You're the 8th highest salary in the Major League Baseball, buddy.
I know.
You
I'm
can't
I'm overdoing a
talk
little bit.
like you-
It's still more than
we
ours.
haven't even paid Soto yet. We haven't paid Soto yet either.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, you're not helping your case.
I just want to pay Soto.
It's about to be even higher.
I'm
I
just-
love Juan Soto.
Yeah, why is he in Gold Glove conversations? That dude gets the brown glove, bro.
He should be.
Bro,
He should be. Well, I also saw where we possibly might sign Christian Walker too, so to replace Rizzo. I love Rizzo, but
Christian
It's
Walker's a Diamondbacks bum, bro.
you don't
Can't
like him
stand
because he diced up your Dodgers one time.
Diamondbacks had like one good run, dude.
Dude, the home runs that dude hit against the Dodgers this year, bro, makes me so mad.
I didn't know David Peralta played for.
The Padres.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he also cooked us, bro. He's like
What does
100
that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I just remember, thinking of Arizona Diamondbacks legends. David
Yeah,
Peralta.
he was a former Dodger as well.
I remember him from his Diamondback years, but all right, I think that wraps up the episode.
Took 'em
Jesus
horns.
loves you.
GBO.
Jesus loves you.
Go
James is
Boise
not here.
State.